James Tynion and Ricardo Lopez Ortiz finish up Ghostmaker's deadly gauntlet of villains as the hero tells Batman of his battle on Devil's Skull Island and his confrontation with Madme Midas, the richest woman in the world. James Tynion finally finishes up the Ghostmaker storyline he had running in the back pages of the Batman ongoing before Fear State took over, delivering a pretty satisfying, if a little predictable ending. I really love the continued anime inspiration for the story, especially with the reveal of the backstory to Ghostmaker's grudge with Midas. That felt like right out of an anime that you'd see the backstory as the big villain fight was going on, but I had really hoped the book wouldn't have been that predictable. I really like the idea that Batman was piecing together that Ghostmaker went for Midas over some form of revenge, but I would have liked it if he thought that, but then with the reveal being that Ghostmaker actually just kind of did it for the glory and for the fun of it, and because he enjoys killing these type of people. It would have been cool and an interesting take on a character who is meant to be the antithesis of Batman, and it would keep him as an antithesis of Batman instead of turning him back into a Batman clone, which they did at the end because he had ties with his family and everything into Madme Midas and what her company was doing. Ricardo Lopez Ortiz again outdoes himself with some brilliantly inspired anime and manga artwork, capturing the fast-paced, kinetic feel of the story. It felt like I was reading a volume of My Hero Academia or watching an episode of the anime, especially with how it depicts the battles as these kind of grand things with buildings blowing up and towers toppling and all that sort of stuff. Batman 2021 Annual was a really excellent yet predictable ending to the Ghostmaker backup stories, delivering more really awesome anime and manga inspired action and art with a more interesting exploration of Ghostmaker's character. I'm going to give this issue an 8.5 out of 10. Batman 2021 Annual heads to the past into Khan Export Company in Singapore, where Ghostmaker's parents talk about the teachers and the other students getting nervous around him, and maybe the boy is too smart for his age. His mother is frightened, wondering what life their son will have and what type of man he will become, as his father hates that his wife brought him to the office, especially without calling since he's expecting some business associates, who soon arrive, telling the boy to scram. The boy refuses to leave, not scared by the thugs at all, as one knows that he would be crazy to mess with the guy carrying a loaded weapon. The boy thinks he is crazy, as in the present day Gotham, Batman and Ghostmaker move into position to deal with Firefly, who has gotten his hands on some new artillery and is wreaking havoc through the city, spreading wildfire everywhere. The heroes move out and Ghostmaker asks if Gotham has firefighters, or do they expect costume vigilantes to do everything? Batman tells him not to underestimate Garfield Lynns, but Ghostmaker knows this villain doesn't even rank in the top of his rogues gallery. The vigilante wants him to stop being stoic, wondering what Batman's greatest feat is and what his proudest moment is. But Batman says that it's not his feats that stay with him, it's the cases that linger in his heart, and the ones that really mattered when the lives of those he cares are on the line. Ghostmaker thinks that's a boring answer. And he doesn't care for the caring of others, proud of his greatest feats, doing it for the sheer artistry of it all. Ghostmaker wants to tell Batman of his greatest triumph against Madme Midas in Devil's Skull Island, which Batman knows isn't a real place. 1 year ago, Ghostmaker finally makes his way into the villain's inner tower, knowing his suit was in disrepair and his body was pushed beyond exhaustion, but he never took his eye off the target. Easily finishing up her guards, he heads further into the base, reassuring Batman he never killed the guards, merely removed their limbs. Soon he is faced by Kid Kwai and Razorline, battling the child assassin android and the occultist serial killer, both who seem to think that they could beat the vigilante easily, but Ghostmaker knows that he never met odds he couldn't beat. Razorline turns into a giant barbed wire monster, attacking the hero, who dodges its tentacles as he tells Icon that he'll need some backup, telling the AI to get ready. Kid Kawaii knows that there is nowhere the hero can run to, and Ghostmaker touches the android as she kicks him, uploading Icon in an instant and giving him control of the assassin's body, having it rip apart Razorline, leaving Ghostmaker to move into the next floor. Ghostmaker knows that Madme Midas won't be alone, as on the next floor, Brainstorm waits meditating. Upon hearing the elevator, Brainstorm crushes it, thinking that he has gotten Ghostmaker, but Ghostmaker appears above him, attacking the villain. Brainstorm thinks he should have ran when he had the chance, hands, throwing giant stones at the hero, knowing the hero is playing with him, as Ghostmaker is glad he plays a nice game and maybe it would calm him down a little. Brainstorm becomes frustrated with the fast hero, who decides to oblige the villain and stop the games, smashing him in the face and dropping a ton of rubble on him. This merely makes the villain mad, so in a last-ditch effort, he unleashes all his power, destroying the entire floor of the Midas tower they are on. The hero, however, manages to escape, grappling up to the next floor as he tells Icon to remember that mentally unstable psychics and tall buildings don't mix. On the next floor, Ghostmaker finds Instigator and Madme Midas. Ghostmaker battles the brute, easily dodging his blows and using the rubble as his own weapon against him. But before he can deliver the final blow to the villain, Instigator grabs Ghostmaker by the leg, flinging him around the room and beating him against the walls, calling him pathetic. He demands the hero not use any more tricks, but Ghostmaker knows he's got one more left, using his simple sword to cut the monster's leg open, crippling him and telling him he's got a choice: retreat and fight another day, or bleed out and die. Ghostmaker leaves him with the choice as he confronts Madme Midas on the rooftop. Midas demands to know if the hero really thinks he can win against the world's richest woman, but the hero knows that may have been true this morning, but it's not now, since before dropping onto the island, he sent evidence of her international trafficking ring to the authorities in 12 countries across Asia and Europe, and they have been dismantling her holdings while he keeps her busy on the island. The woman opens fire on him in rage, saying that he's lying as Ghostmaker attacks, saying her power is now gone. Midas beats down Ghostmaker, however, knowing that he's bluffing. The hero rights himself, telling her all that she has left are the ruins on the island, and he's ready to separate her from that. The hero rushes as Batman asks what happened after that, but Ghostmaker really doesn't remember, thinking maybe she was arrested or something noble like that. But Batman knows he's not telling him something, but Ghostmaker doesn't want his story being soured by the hero's outdated morality. He knows he's not looking for a lecture from Batman, and knows even while he was telling his story, they were able to take down Firefly. Batman knows that that's not it, knowing that the hero spent years focused on a single crime lord, and the dedication isn't about glory, and there is a reason why he did this, and a reason why he cared so much. Years ago in Singapore, the young Ghostmaker's parents are hurt by Master Midas's men, who want the parents to beg for their lives. The young boy is enraged by what they are doing, but before he can do anything, he is stopped by a young Madme Midas, who says that her father is the richest man on the planet and the boy's dad doesn't even own the ships he trades on. Knowing the boy will remember this day forever, but they won't remember him or his family since they are insignificant and will never change the world. The thugs leave the family alone, happy that the man will let his company be owned by Midas now, as they find their son Koa is missing. The boy spends the next few years training to become the best, until later, as Ghostmaker, he kills Madme Midas, cutting her head off and telling her that no one in history will know her name and she is small and insignificant and will never change the world. Ghostmaker tells Batman that his theory doesn't make much sense since he is the Ghostmaker and doesn't care for anything. Before Batman can say anything, the hero says that he's finished the engine on the Ghost Racer, proposing a little contest against the Batmobile, something Batman is more than happy to take part in, flying through the city to begin their race.